Hey guys, quick little denture video for y'all. I know a couple of y'all been like, hey, how about some denture videos? Haven't heard a denture update in a while, so here you go. Talk about this, talk about that. I got into archery towards the end, so if you're an archery guy, skip towards the end. We'll talk a little bit of archery too. Peace and love. Really appreciate you guys would like to subscribe. Subscribe would be so cool, so cool. Love to get this channel up to 1,000. Yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. Enjoy the video, everybody. I was trying to say everybody, and I said yo. You get it. Hey, we're on. What's happening? What's going on, guys? So I have been wanting to make a denture video, and I wasn't really sure what to really say or how to really make a denture update video, but because I don't really have a whole lot going on, but I kind of do have a lot going on with my dentures. So I was in the middle of target archery season, right? And I needed to do a new reline for my dentures with my DenSureFit. But I'm like, alright, if I can just deal with this for another week. Like I was scared to do a new reline in the middle of the target season. So I'm like, what if I mess it up? Or what if I screw it up and it doesn't work right? Or, I just wanted to make sure that they were going to work. So I put it off until I could do it. And I did them, and of course, what happens? I screw them up. I messed them up. I did the DenSureFit, and I messed them up. I didn't even know it was possible to really mess them up this bad, but I messed them up really bad when I did my dentures, when I did my DenSureFit. So, like, I didn't think I put too much. Like, if you don't know about DenSureFit, surely to God, go watch some other videos, learn something about it, and then come back to this video, because I'm not going to sit here and explain DenSureFit. If you don't, I don't really know how to explain it. More than likely, you know what DenSureFit is, though. So I am going to assume that you know what it is, and if you don't know what it is, pause this video, go do some research, and come back, because there's nothing better than DenSureFit, in my personal opinion. Alright, now having said all that, I messed up. I screwed up for the first time since I started using DenSureFit. I messed it up. I've been using DenSureFit for a good while now. I don't exactly know how long it's been, but it's been a few years probably. And I have never messed up putting my reline in. And I messed it up, guys. I screwed it up. If that jig breaks loud, I apologize. Maybe I'll have to finish this video later. But anywho, is what happened. I put it off, and I had enough for 2 goes, right? I had enough to do it twice. And I did it that way on purpose so that if I did mess it up, I would be able to redo it again. Well, I haven't redone it yet, and I need to redo it. But I did it right before a shoot like a dumbass. And I was like, oh, it's good, it's good. I thought it was okay. Turns out it wasn't okay. I put too much in there. And whether if I put too much in or not, whenever you put the stuff, I call it like the ditch or whatever, you put it in there. Whenever you put your silicone in the trough, the ditch, whatever you want to call it, you put it in your mouth, and then you're supposed to push up. Push up with your thumb, right down, hold it. Yeah, you gotta get your hold in there. I didn't push up on it hard enough. I didn't push it up in far enough, and I used too much. I usually only I have to use a container and a half. So it takes me 2 containers, because when I use a container and a half, it'll last me for a good 6 months, at least. At least 6 months, sometimes longer than that. So when I use a 2 and a half, I think the last time I got over 8 months. Like, that's a long time. And I didn't have to mess with them, not one time, until I redid them, and I put a full 2 tubes in it. I don't know what I was thinking. So it's what I did, was I started whittling away. I'll zoom in here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so what I want to show you is I put too much on there. And see, I don't know, it's really kind of hard to tell. But like, I was whittling away at it. I used the stuff that I used to clean it off. I can't think of what it's called, but it comes with the DenSureFit. You use it to clean, it dissolves that. So I took a little bit of that and I wiped around the edges. But I kind of chipped away at the DenSureFit just to kind of make it fit me. Because I didn't want to waste it. I used 2 tubes on it. It's a lot of money. You know, DenSureFit ain't free. I make decent money, but like, you know, I'm not giving shit away. Another thing I don't like about it is you get these little weird air pockets. And, you know, that's one thing I don't really like about the DenSureFit is you get these little bubbles. See that like little bubble right here? And, you know, they'll fill up with you know, saliva and bacteria and all that kind of stuff, and if you don't keep them clean, you know, it could cause you some issues down the road. See, like that flap right here, that doesn't bother me. I don't even notice that when I have them in, but I put too much in there, and you can kind of see a straight line right here where I cut it off. I don't ever put DenSureFit across the top, and I had it across there, and I had to cut it off, cut that out of there, and then I like chipped away at some of it, good enough to where I can eat with them. Like, I can eat with them and I can kind of talk with them. I don't have much trouble keeping them in the way they are right now. Like I said, I put them in, like, I can eat with them like this. I just struggle to talk. Like, they don't want to stay in because I put too much in. Like, obviously, that's what I'm saying. Like, I put too much DenSureFit in there. I only needed a tube and a half, and I put 2 tubes in, and then I didn't push up on it hard enough. And I went back and watched my first part of this video. If I came off like a dick, I apologize. I didn't mean to come off as a, like, cocky, arrogant. How dare you not know what DenSureFit is? Like, I'm saying it because I'm not smart enough to explain what DenSureFit is. If that makes any sense. Like, it's not me being a dick. It's me saying, you know, do some research, check it out. Like, I've made some videos on it. Lots of people made videos on DenSureFit. It's good stuff. But there is a such thing as not enough and too much. And I've done not enough before, and not enough is I can feel the edges, and it doesn't, you know, it doesn't want to work right. It matters if you don't do, like, I've seen people comment and saying, oh, I tried DenSureFit and it didn't work for me. I'm like, how could it not work for you? Like, it works so good for me. How can it not? Like, I tried everything. Like, I used to glue them in. I went to the dentist, and I had the hard lining, soft lining, all that bull crap. And I'm getting better with my swearing. I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. I know a lot of the denture people, I've got thousands of comments about the swearing. You know, it is who it is. I am who I am. I can't change that. But I've tried to get progressively better about it, if that makes any sense. But having said all that, like, I have issues with these dentures right now. And it's very hard to talk. It's very hard to communicate. Because I am self-conscious. I don't like to talk to people without my teeth in. I might come off as, you know, this guy who doesn't really care what I look like or doesn't really care what people think of me. Of course I care what people think of me. Of course I do. You know, I do the whole Shirtless Friday thing on my Facebook page. If you guys follow me on Facebook, a lot of you guys know I do Shirtless Friday. And Garrett, a friend of mine, said, man, you must be like the most confident guy I've ever met in my life. Well, not really. I am, but there's one of them lantern flies. If it lands somewhere, I'm going to kill it. And I'm like, dude, I'm really not. Like, I am, but like, I'm not. Like, I'm not. Because I don't really like people to see me without my teeth in. It's not that I care about people seeing me without them. I talk kind of like with a lisp. When I don't have my teeth in, I talk different. I have kind of a lisp. And, you know, I'm self-conscious about that. I wish I knew where the hell that lantern fly landed. I'd smush that bitch in a hurry. It's like 2 that I've killed over here. Yeah. Anyhow, lost my train of thought here. Like, I do care. I do care what people think of me, and I do care about my appearance, and I do care about all that. But at the end of the day, you gotta love yourself. You gotta love who you are, and all that kind of stuff. And, like, you know, it's important to me how people think of me and what people, you know, I don't want people to think, oh, this guy doesn't give a shit about himself or nothing. Like, it's not that I don't care what people think of me. It's, you know, I have my own image, and my own personal, you know, I can't think of the words for it, but I do care. I do care. I'm not gonna look like a complete fucking slob piece of crap, you know. I don't want to run around looking like a bum, but yet, you know, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be me no matter what happens. So like, appearances do matter. And before I got my teeth fixed, I was basically in a closet and ashamed to come out of the house because of how bad my mouth was. My mouth was gross and disgusting, and I couldn't take it. Like, I hated it. I was so self-conscious. I hope if you're watching this and your teeth are fucked up and you're self-conscious, come outside, you know, don't be like that. That's not like, that was me. I couldn't, like, I cried when I got my dentures, man. I cried. I bawled. Like, I was so happy. Like, I remember looking in the mirror at Rite Aid. Like, it makes me tear up thinking about it. I looked in the fucking mirror at Rite Aid and I started crying. Like, I'm serious. I'm tearing up right now thinking about it. Like, I'll never forget it. Like I said to my wife, I was like, they look fucking fantastic. Like, they really do. Like, it's amazing. Like, I couldn't get over freaking how much better I looked. Like, I looked like myself again. I was so happy and so thankful for that. It was unreal. So, like, if you're having troubles getting outside because of your teeth, I understand that 1000%, because of your smile or whatever the case is. I get it, man. I get it. I understand. I've been there. Don't let something like that hold you back. Don't care what people think of you. But, you know, at the end of the day, I understand it because I've been that person. So, like, yeah. But anyhow, back to my dentures. I got to get them fixed because I don't really like talking a whole lot without my teeth. I've had comments and shit about them. I've had people come out and say, oh, wow, look at them teeth, they're gross, or, you know, I can't believe you don't have your teeth in, or whatever. Like, I've had the comments. People have said it. I've had nasty comments on Facebook. I got into arguments with people on Facebook. And, yeah. And YouTube, all that stuff. But anyhow, appearance is important. DenSureFit has been amazing for me. But there is such thing as not enough, and not doing it right, too much, and not pushing them up in right. There is such a thing. So if you've tried DenSureFit and you made it this far, if you messed up and they didn't work right and you're like, oh, it didn't work right, maybe you put too much, or maybe you didn't push them up in hard enough, maybe you didn't, you know, do something right, reach out to them. DenSureFit's a really cool company. At least it was. You know, they might give you a discount code to give you half off to buy another thing so you can try it again. Like, it's expensive. I know it's expensive, but it will last, and you don't have to use glue or strips or powder or none of that crap. You can stick your teeth in and eat a freaking cheeseburger, eat a steak, eat deer meat, eat venison. I just had venison. You can eat all that stuff. You can talk. You can go out in public and not worry about your teeth falling out. Even though I overdid it and I didn't do it quite right, they're still staying in. I can have a conversation with them like this. Yeah, I struggle to kind of keep them in. I put a little bit of tongue pressure on them so I know they're not going to fall out. But yeah, anyhow, like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate y'all. Leave a comment. Let me know how everybody's doing. Let me know how you're doing. How's your summer been? I am out shooting my hunting bow right now. Playing around with this release I have. It's actually my wife's release. And I'm shooting it. She isn't shooting anymore, so I took over her wise guy. I would like to get a true ball sweet spot, I think it's called, or short and sweet, I think that's what it's called. But until then, this guy's working. I just keep putting nice groups down there. I like the travel setting with this. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, I'm just shooting a little bit. I got a load going up to Hazelton Township. I gotta go pound that out. And then tomorrow at 10:30, I have a sleep study thing. Hopefully it doesn't mess with my CDL, but I gotta go sleep apnea. I gotta go check that out, try that out, and kind of go from there. But yeah, peace and love, everybody. Appreciate it if you'd subscribe. If you watched this far, you're already subscribed, I feel sure. Give it a share it on Facebook, share it with your favorite denture group, share it with wherever, with your friends, family. Post it on Facebook. Probably help me out. Hit that like button. It's important. Hit the subscribe. I'm not going to tell you I love you because you watched my video, but I love that you watched it. Peace, everybody. See y'all.